Welcome to HITC Sport. Right, looks like it's time for some terrible predictions once again. Clearly, because I am obviously the king of getting things all completely wrong. I mean, I once said that I'd be happily married by now with a respectable job that didn't make my mother wince at family dinners. But okay, that's enough about my pathetic life. Let's try and name one player from your Premier League club that I think will not be in the Premier League this time next year. Will not. Arsenal Pepe. Yep. Starting off with a controversial one. Call me an idiot. Tell me I'm not fit to wear the scarf. Tell me that I should scrape the remnants of my brain cells and donate them to charity because clearly I won't be needing them anymore. But lads, hear me out, alright? Is it wrong of me to write Pepe off so early? Is it wrong of me to say that he has the upper body strength of a wet salmon, all the end product of a dead hippo, and all the composure of Shannon Briggs on a public stage? Let's go champ! Let's go champ! Let's go champ! I wouldn't be surprised if that man was the subject of a recent botched lobotomy. But anyway, listen, Pepe has shown that he is a good player. For Christ's sake, he duped me into putting him into my fantasy league team. But then again, that's not difficult. I'm convinced my brain is made of egg salad. For Christ's sake, I also put Miguel Almiron on the goddamn wing. He's been here 9 months and hasn't scored a single goal. But so far, Pepe has not looked up to scratch in England. And I remember the last flash of big money winger they signed from Lille. He didn't last very long either. Keep this up, Pepe, and you will be getting flogged to Italy next summer. Aston Villa, Jack Grealish. James Chester has an expiring contract, so he's a possibility, but lads, if Villa go down, they're gonna have to get rid of half their squad. But yeah, good old Jack Grealish, the epitome of loyalty. He's going to probably give up on his hometown club after one season in the top flight, before following in the footsteps of former Villa captains by treating the armband as if it's a used condom, tossing it in the bin in favour of pastures new. Mark my words, that grease ball will be off at the end of the season. And if his inspired career choices are anything to go by, it'll be to sit on the bench somewhere, watching his aspirations die in front of his eyes. Hope you've got your TV licence ready and paid off for Euro 2020, lad, cause you sure as hell won't be going to it. So I don't know, let's just say a big money spinning move to China at the end of the season. Why not? He's already proven he's a master in screwing up his own career. Bournemouth, Artur Boruc. Listen, Artur Boruc is in the final year of his Bournemouth contract. He's already found himself on the wrong side of Eddie Howe this season. Then again, getting told off by the human man-child that is Eddie Howe is about as threatening as being shouted at by your goddamn cat. But still, let's not forget that this man doesn't get a game for Bournemouth anymore, and so is about as much use as Oscar Pistorius' football boots, and just like Katie Price's next husband, will surely be dumped pretty soon. Brighton, Glen Murray. Yes, there are some Brighton fans who would rather iron their own eardrums than ever accept a life without Glen Murray. But listen lads, get off the phone to Suicide Watch, alright? You've had a good run. You've managed to squeeze every last goal out of this pensioner, out of this walking Zimmer frame, when many wrote him off as just some fat journeyman more interested in toasties down the pub than in perfecting his first touch. But the reality is this, lads, alright? I know he's a hero, but he's going to be 37 next year. That is nearly as old as my dad. Well, at least when he ran away. And he's out of contract soon too. How many 37-year-old strikers get offered a new deal in the Premier League? Alright, if he's still here next September, I will 100% box the ginger one off Football Daily. And maybe just a thumb more with the lad with the lisp. Burnley, Joe Hart. Joe Hart! What has happened to your career? I know coming from me that question is laced in irony. That's a bit like Kerry Katona asking Susan Boyle what happened to her goddamn face. But yeah, how do you go from England #1 to picking up splinters on the bench at Burnley? Lads, is this lighting too dark? Hold on a second. Better or worse? Now I just sound like a optician. But yeah, a move to the MLS surely beckons next summer for Hart, where he can no doubt banish the memories of ever having had to spend his peak years warming the bench for Nick Pope. Chelsea, Olivier Giroud. This one is on the cards. You do not need to be a football oracle to work out that Giroud is going to be replaced next summer. For Christ's sake, the only reason he was spared the chop last summer was because of the goddamn transfer ban. For God's sake, Chelsea were so threadbare up front. If not for Giroud, they'd probably have had to stick the goddamn tea lady on the bench. But once the transfer ban has worn off, Chelsea will be back to splashing out insane amounts of money on strikers who will no doubt flop. I can see Giroud ending up in the MLS next season, or let's be honest, he'll probably rip it to pieces. Congrats, lad. Scoring on MLS goalies is like winning a volleyball game against Peter Dinklage. It's not exactly one to put on the fridge. Crystal Palace, Christian Benteke. I'll admit, back when Christian Benteke was battering home 20 goals a season for Aston Villa, tying up £30 million moves to Liverpool, I never thought he'd one day be pitifully dumped out the door by Crystal Palace. A broken shell of a man before he's even hit the age of 30. Honestly, he's in such a big money contract The only way Palace are going to get rid of him, they're just going to have to dump him on the doorstep of some unwitting team. A bit like when I was dropped off at the fire station as a newborn child. My parents clearly knew there was no future here. But again, I can only assume that man is an imposter who stole Benteke's soul and identity, with the original one lying down a well somewhere out the back arse of County Tyrone. Because this is not the same Benteke. It's just not. This fella has the touch of a broken dishwasher. He can't score for love nor money. Honest to Christ, you could stick a tree stump up front and it would do a better job than him. His contract is up next summer. Perfect. Get rid of him then, lads. Do not offer him a new bumper contract. You might as well just pour your club's bank account into the middle of the goddamn Red Sea, because that would just be absolutely criminal. There's starving kids out in Africa and you want to give 100 grand a week to Christian Benteke? Everton Umar-Niasse. I could have gone for a surprise one like, I don't know, Richarlison. Something that would have made Everton fans bleed from the ears, but no, let's go for Umar-Niasse. I bet you forgot he was still at Everton, didn't you? I don't blame you, the man has been there for nearly 4 years. I have no idea why, when clearly nobody rates him there at all. Why is he stuck around like a bad smell? It's a bit like being adopted from an orphanage into a terrible home, who then tell you to just go and rot under the stairs. Surely the sensible idea would be to, I don't know, leave? I spent 10 years of my childhood down there waiting for that owl from Hogwarts to arrive with my letter. It never came. It's a lonely time. Niasse will be gone by next summer, and if he's not, I will 100% eat my own goddamn scarf. Leicester, Christian Fuchs. It's sad to see Leicester City's title-winning heroes whittled away one by one. Some are furthering their careers by winning trophies elsewhere. Others are rotting on the Burley bench and getting beaten up outside nightclubs. Christian Fuchs, that lovable left-back rogue who chucked a bucket of water on Ranieri that one time. Do that to Harry Redknapp and you'd be lucky not to get burned at the stake. Fuchs will not be at Leicester next summer. Ben Chilwell is the first choice. Fuchs is 33 and out of contract. See you in a while. Liverpool, Dejan Lovren. I was tempted to go with Mo Salah, but I just know that I would have had legions of Liverpool fans sending me chunks of dog hair in the post. James Milner's out of contract next summer. I have a feeling that they'll keep him around for a bit more though. So let's just go with Dejan Lovren. In his own head, he's one of the greatest defenders on the planet. When in reality, I wouldn't trust him to mow my goddamn lawn. Judging by his composure on the pitch, he'd probably cut off his ankles. He'll be off at the end of the season because clearly a man of his undoubted talents is far too good to waste away on the bench. And no, he won't end up at a fellow Premier League team because, come on, most of them have a brain. Then again, Steve Bruce did hire Titus Bramble twice. Man City, David Silva. Well, we all know this one. I mean, this is 100% confirmed. So I can make all the stupid bets I want on this one. Right, if David Silva is still in England come September 2020, I will lick the fanny of a local pigeon. I will kiss the lips of a deceased badger. I will hereby subscribe to the heresies of Football Daily. Oh god, please don't do a U-turn on your decision, David. Do not make me lick any pigeons. Man United, Paul Pogba. Could have gone for the obvious ones like the Man Matic, Juan Mata, maybe even Fred. Don't say Ashley Young, lads. That fella has lasted this long. He'll probably be buried alive underneath the Old Trafford turf. I'm gonna go with Paul Pogba. Clearly, he is sick of the Premier League, the English media, his terrible teammates, the fact that he's spending his peak years traveling to Kazakhstan on Thursday nights. He will be gone by next summer. To Real Madrid or Juventus, one of them. He will be gone, and if not, I will fly to Spain and personally apologize to all the Real Madrid fans for daring to get their hopes up. Newcastle, Jack Colback. Never forget this.
Jack Colback named an England squad.
What happened, Jack? Now we can't even make one of the worst 25-man squads the Premier League has ever seen. John Carver once said he dreamt of a team of 11 Jack Colbacks. He also said he thought he was the greatest coach in the country. He probably also thinks the earth is flat and that dogs can tell time. Colback will be gone next summer. He just will. And it won't be to a Premier League side. What promoted team is going to want to drag Colback into their ranks? It's like preparing for an exam by snorting 2 litres of Capri Sun up your goddamn nose. It's not going to end well. Norwich City, Timu Pukki. I'm going to put my neck on the line for this one, alright? I do think Todd Cantwell will be snapped up, but English talent usually tends to stick around in the Premier League. So they'll probably end up at an Everton, a Spurs or a Leicester, someone like that. Timu Pukki though, I can see a team in Spain, maybe someone like Sevilla, or maybe an AC Milan at Italy snapping up for 20 million quid next summer. I mean, he is 29, so Norwich might want to cash in. Sheffield United, Ravel Morrison. I still don't know why Ravel Morrison is in the Premier League now. Surely it'll only take Chris Wilder a few weeks to realise that he doesn't need this fella anywhere near his team. And so the former Östersunds forward will soon be sent packing to rot somewhere else off the east corner of the globe. Southampton, Shane Long. Shane Long is a survivor. Sorry, let me say that one again. I feel like I just glitched. Shane Long is a survivor. don't know what happened there. He's like that short fat one out of the Game of Thrones. Yes, by rights, the lad should have been eaten alive about 6 seasons back. But somehow he's managed to hang in there and avoid the cull. In Long's case, it was avoiding demotion to the championship. In Sam Tardy's case, it was his unerring knack to avoid becoming a White Walker lunch. Despite being the poster boy for type 2 diabetes, this is Long's 11th consecutive season in the top flight. And 13th overall. And he has the goal scoring instincts of a dead goat. For a man with such a pathetic goal scoring record, I mean, let's face it, he is a championship footballer and always has been. He has punched well above his weight, but I'm not criticising him. I love the man. Fair play. But he must be chucked out the door next summer. Surely. I like Long, but yeah, come on. He doesn't score goals. It's like asking Liam Neeson to give a talk at a Black Lives Matter meeting. It just doesn't make sense. Tottenham Christian Eriksen. After 7 sparkling seasons, Christian Eriksen could end up leaving Tottenham on a free transfer. Daniel Levy is so usually shrewd in the transfer market, selling his marquee signings at the right time. Here he's played the Arsenal trump card, i.e. sit on your hands, do nothing and wait for your best players all to leave on free transfers. It's not clever, and he should have sold Eriksen during the summer. He would have got close to 100 million, I'd say. Now the Dane is just going to walk out the door, and imagine what sort of job offers he's going to have. If both Ander Herrera and Aaron Ramsey can command a combined £1 million a week in wages after they left on frees, Eriksen's agent is probably constantly sporting a partial at the very thought. Watford Herrera Gomez. I think this is pretty straightforward. Herrera Gomez was supposed to hang out the gloves last summer. He's stuck around for one more year of bench warming, probably because he didn't want his last game in club football to be, you know, a cup final where he conceded 6. West Ham Pablo Zabieta.
Pablo Zabieta announces he will leave West Ham at the end of the season.
I mean, do I really need to say anything else? Wolves Ruben Neves. Wolves haven't had a great start of the season, have they? The wheels are coming off, which means their star players are surely going to leave soon. Ruben Neves, he was already too good for Wolves. I'm sorry lads, but he was. Cue a big money move to a Champions League club. Maybe someone like Inter Milan. He won't be there this time next year. No. Anyway, that's the end of it, lads. I might have ticked off some of you for this. I mean, by suggesting that your star players might leave. Others, I'm sorry, Burley fans, do you really care if your second choice goalkeeper is going to leave? Not really. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Have I got all this wrong? Most likely, but let me know anyway. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, share, and subscribe. And as always, talk to you in a while.